Hello YouTube! Welcome to Coding with Dom. I'm Dom, and this is me coding. So yeah, today we will be continuing the tutorial that I started in my previous live stream. If you haven't seen that, then you can go and see that. It should be on my video somewhere on my channel. If you can't find it, let me know, because it doesn't seem very clear how YouTube mixes live stream and past live streams and stuff. But anyway, you let me know if that's the case. So we'll be continuing the tutorial. Last time we got to this step of the tutorial, and then I had a backache, and so I stopped the live stream. Today I'm sitting down, so if anything seems a bit different, it's because I'm not standing up and prancing about as I usually do. And I just noticed something very annoying down here. So let me see if I can fix this quickly. This little sliver of... Okay, yes. Now we can start. As always, if you enjoy this live stream or what I do, please leave a like, leave a comment. Seeing a little comment where it's really useful. I had fun watching this thing. It really makes my day. So show some love if you enjoy this. And without further ado, let's get started. So we got to the point, just to recap what we'd done. We had created a player scene. This is our player scene, and if we play just the player scene that we had, well, not quite. If I go into the script of the player scene and comment this line, yes, and then play just the player scene, then we got to the point where we could actually, I'm using the arrow keys to move this thing around. What else have we done? Then we had created and prepared the mob scene. And hey, ciao Mitko, hey. We had prepared the mob scene. I don't think we'd done much here besides, let me see if I can see this somehow. Mob 2D. Yeah, we had created the outline of this enemy, and now we got to the point where we created a main scene. We started adding timers in it, just configuring it like the tutorial told us to, without adding anything special. A start position, which I guess is going to be the start position of our player. And now we are editing. We've got to the point where we've created this mob path, and I think this is going to be the element that actually defines where the enemies are going to start spawning, where they're spawning from. We'll see in a bit. So let's just keep going through the tutorial. So we got to this point here. If you're following along, just so you can see, it's docs.godot.engine.org. Getting started, step by step, your first game. Just to recap how you can get there. Getting started, step by step, your first game. So that's what we're doing right now, and we are on the spawning mobs step. So the main node will be spawning new mobs, and we want them to appear at a random location on the edge of the screen. Add a path2 node named mob path. We already have this as a child of main, and when you select path2D, you will see some new buttons at the top of the editor. Here they are. Select the middle one, add point, and draw the path by clicking to add points at the corners shown. To have the points snap to the grid, make sure snap to grid is checked. Now, last time we were streaming, I wasn't sure where to check this, and I found it afterwards, and it's here. Snap to grid, it was already selected, so I don't have to worry about that. This option can be found under the snapping options button to the left of the lock. Fucking hell. All I had to do was read, and the guide would tell me where I had to look. But there you go, that's my anxiety for you. So yeah, appearing as a series of 3 vertical dots. So what do I have to do? Let me just zoom out a second because it's not super... I lost it. Okay. Where are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, let's try it out and see how it goes. So I'm going to select this. Yep. 1, 2. That doesn't look like it's snapping. Is it? Let me Command Z that. Okay. Let me try and be a bit more precise. Hi, Emma. So, 1. That doesn't look like it's snapping though. Shouldn't it be... Oh shit. Shouldn't it be like 1? Okay. Then 2, 3, 4, and then there's this guy. Remove. Close curve. Is that done what it was supposed to do? No idea. We'll find out soon, I guess. Let me go back to this. After placing point 4, click the close curve button and your curve will be complete. Now that the path is defined, add a path follow 2D node as a child of mob path and name it mob spawn location. Okay, a path follow 2D node. Path follow 2D node. Rename this thing. Boom. This node would automatically rotate and follow the path as it moves, so we can... Ah, sweet. This is cool. So I guess that this thing is like something that's following the path, and it will do this. And if we pick a location of where it is at any given point in time, that will be the location where the enemy spawns from. That's a pretty cool technique. Okay. So let's add a script to main. At the top of the script, we use export packed scene to allow us to choose the mob scene we want to instance. Not sure I understand that, but we'll figure it out soon, I guess. Add a script for main, GD script, yes. Boom. My cat has decided to jump onto the desk. She's about to wreak havoc. Gina. Yeah, it's not the moment right now. Yeah. Do you want to see my cat? Gina's first appearance on the interwebs. Hello, YouTube. Oh, fuck. Okay, okay. She didn't enjoy that. I guess she's shy. Let's get back to coding. So, export packed scene, var mob, var score. Function ready, randomize. I don't understand what's going on here, but we'll figure it out soon. Drag mob scene from the file system panel and drop it in the mob property under the script variables of the main node. Okay, let me save this. Main. Oh, that's really fancy. So by defining this as an exported variable, the name mob, so that's why it appears here, it's exported and it's called mob, and the type is a packed scene, and I guess a packed scene means that it's simply a scene, and by dragging this over here, that packed scene becomes, okay, this is a weird way of mixing things together. Yes, Gina has spawned. Yes, was an unexpected appearance by my cat. Next, click on the player and connect the hit signal. We want to make a new function named GameOver, which will handle what needs to happen when a game ends. Okay, click on the player. And connect the hit signal. We want to make a new function named GameOver. Let me see if I remember how to connect a signal. There it is. Connect. And what I'm going to do, we want to make a new function named GameOver. So type GameOver in the method in node box at the bottom of the connecting signal thing. Add the following code as well as a new game function to set everything up for a new game. So let me grab this, connect. Okay. Game over, score timer stop. So this is our score timer, mob timer stop, and then there's going to be a new game function where we reset the score, player start, start position, start timer start. Pretty cool. Now connect the timeout signal of each of the timer nodes, start timer, score timer, mob timer to the main script. Start timer will start with the other two timers. Scroll timer will increment the score by 1. So, okay, connect the timeout signal. Okay, I'm starting to understand how all this thing works. Connect, and this I'm just going to leave with the default name. This one too. Connect. This one connect. And now I have these three things. On my start timer, I'm going to start the other two timers. Okay. On the score timer, I'm going to increase the score. And then the mob timer, what's that? We'll create a mob instance, pick a random starting location along the path 2D, and set the mob in motion. The path follow 2D node will automatically rotate as it follows the path, so we'll use that to select the mob's direction as well as its position. Note that the new instance must be added to the scene using add child. Now click on the mob timer in the scene window, then head to inspector window, switch to node view, mob timer in the scene window, boom. Then head to the inspector window, okay, switch to node view. So I'm switching back and forth, okay. Connect the signal, add the following code on mob timer timeout. So I was already there, I didn't have to do anything. So let's just copy paste this for now and try and figure out what's going on. This is a lot of code that I'm copy pasting. So I'm going to do this. I'd like start timer timeout to be the first thing because that starts everything off. Let me move this around, put this over here. So game over is going to stop all the timers. New game resets the score, starts the timers. When the start timer starts, it starts the mob timer and the score timer. The score timer simply increases the score. And I'm going to put that first because I think it's easier for me to understand. Don't ask me why. And then on the mob timer timeout, so every time the timer ticks, we choose a random location on the path 2D, mob path, mob spawn location, set random. So my mob path is this thing that has the spawn location. Okay. I guess this is a way of accessing the child, which is a weird syntax, but I guess that's what it is. I would have expected like an arrow or a dot or something, or square brackets. But okay, create a mob instance. So I'm creating an instance of my mob. The mob is the thing that's been defined on the inspector. I add a child to this mob. I add a child to the current scene, and the child is the instance of the mob. Set the mob's direction perpendicular to the path direction. So direction is mob path, mob spawn, rotation. Okay. Set the mob's position to the random location. So here is where I set the random part of it. So I say the mob spawn location should move to a random place on the path. Then I use that mob spawn location thing to grab its rotation and position so that I can change the rotation and position of the mob that I'm creating. Okay, and then I'm going to set the velocity, speed, and direction of this new mob, which is a random range between the mob's min speed and max speed, and then I'm going to rotate it in the right direction. This kind of makes sense. Let's see if there was already an explanation here and I just explained it by myself for no reason. Inflections uses radians, not degrees of your... I don't care about that stuff. The final piece of our game. I'm tempted to try and play this, but I'm afraid it's not going to work or do anything. Let me just try. No main scene. Yes. Select. It's main scene. I feel like I should be seeing some enemies. I'm hoping I did things correctly. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I guess we need a HUD. So, final piece our game needs is a UI, an interface to display things like the score, a game over message, and a restart button. Create a new scene and add a canvas. Okay, so new scene. New. No, this is a new node. Scene. New scene. Yes. Create a new scene. Add a canvas layer node. Canvas layer node. Is this it? Okay. Named HUD. Stands for heads up display. I was wondering what this meant last time. I knew I had it. Yeah, heads up display. Makes sense. An informational display that appears as an overlay on top of the game view. The canvas layer node lets us draw our UI elements on a layer above the rest of the game so that the information it displays isn't covered up by any game elements like the player or mobs. Makes sense. It's like a layer system. I don't know if you've ever used Flash or Photoshop. We have these layer systems. I guess this is the same mechanism. We're making sure the HUD is on a separate layer so that it's always on top of everything else. So the HUD displays the following information. It will display the score, a message such as game over or get ready, a start button to begin the game. The basic node for UI elements is control. To create our UI, we'll use two types of control nodes, a label and a button. Cool. So create the following as children of the HUD node. Let me see, a label named score label. Label. A label, a button, and a timer. Label. No. A button. And a timer. So one is score label. Then we have message label. Start button and message timer. Okay, so let's click on the score label and type a number into the text field in the expector. 42 obviously is going to be our number, which is the answer to everything in the universe and life, and of course you guys know this, you're smart people. Click on the score label and type a number into the text field. The default font for control nodes is small and doesn't scale well. There is a font file included in the game assets called Xylonium Regular. To use this font, do the following for each of the three control nodes. 3. Oh, label, and button, of course. Under custom fonts, choose. Where's custom fonts? Control, custom fonts, font, empty, new bitmap font. No, new dynamic font. Read, Dom. Read, god damn it. Okay. Click on the dynamic font you added. Font data. Okay, load, I guess. No, wait. Read before you do stuff. Choose load and select. You must also set the font size, setting of 64. Okay. Load. Assets, fonts, regular. Nice. Setting size 64. Check that out. Nailed it. I mean, I'm game dev pro. Like I said in my previous videos, Steam money, here I come. Profit is on its way. You must also set blah blah blah. Anchors and margins. Control nodes have a position and size, but they also have anchors and margins. Anchors define the origin. Okay. Okay, so arrange the nodes as shown before. Click the anchor button to set control. Oh wow, okay. Let's see if I can figure this out. Yes, I do want more precise placement. So, where does this go? The score label. Text 0, what does text Okay, I need to figure out this anchor thing. Center. This isn't really explained too well, but let's see if we can figure it out. Control nodes have a position and size. We also have anchors in margins. Where do I see the anchor stuff? Use snap. View layout. Center top. Okay. Okay. Oh. It's doing what I expect it to do, so I guess that's fine. What does text 0? Oh, text. I actually have to write 0. Okay. Okay, okay. 0. No. Okay. Text 0. Layout top wide. Where is layout? Oh, right. Right. It's not super clear, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Line center. Cool. Right. Message label. Dodge the creeps. H center wide. H center wide. Line center. And then we have to do the font stuff. Fonts. Can't I just... Do I have to redo the same thing again? That's weird. Dynamic font. The font. Load. It's weird that I have to do this all over again, but okay. We have in the same size, I guess. I think I'm missing an align center. Auto wrap on. Nice. And then we have the start button. Text. This is so cool, seeing all this stuff come together. It's pretty cool to see how this stuff is actually made, because I've created some games in the past, like Flash games and JavaScript games and stuff, but I never really used a game engine. I tried Unity, but it felt really complicated. And this kind of feels a lot more intuitive, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Seeing all this stuff come together, and it's just like putting the pieces together. It's really, really cool. So layout, center bottom. I need to do all of the font stuff again. Font, dynamic font, font load. And then again the size. I need to do all this stuff before I actually edit it, but that's fine. Center bottom. Margin. Where do I find margin? Margin. Top minus 200. Bottom minus 100. Does that look the same as this thing? Why does this not look like it's centered? I don't like it. I don't like it. Left, right, sure. What about if I make this 0? Also, I don't understand these margin things. I told you to do this. The fuck? I don't understand this. Oh, is that how? Okay. No, I still don't understand it, how this margin thing works. But, okay. You know what? I'm not going to worry about this. Let's just use the values that it tells me to use. And fuck it. Cool. Now add this script to HUD, blah, 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 blah. adding this script, create, boom. The start game signal tells the main node that the button has been pressed. Very smart. Then we have this thing, which I'm not sure. Message label, text equals text, show message timer dot start. School may want to display a message temporarily, such as get ready. On the message timer, set the wait time to 2. Message timer, set that to 2. And set the one shot property to on. This function is called when the player loses, show message game over, yield message timer. What's yield? Oh, trigger the timeout on the message timer. Message label.text, dodge the creeps, message label.show, and then yield get tree dot create timer 1 timer start button.show. Okay, kind of makes sense. This function is called when the player loses. It will show game over for 2 seconds, then return to the title screen, and after a brief pause, show the start button. When you need to create a pause for a brief time, an alternative to using a timer node is to use the scene trees create timer function. Okay, then we're going to have an update score function, obviously, to update the score text. And then I'm going to connect the timeout signal of the message timer and the pressed signal, so on message timer timeout, and the, what is it, pressed, connect, yes. So we have these two things, emit signal, start game. So that's our signal. Cool. Now that we're done creating the HUD scene, save it and go back to main. HUD, okay. Oops. What did I just do? No, I think I'm good. Instance the HUD scene in the main scene. Oh, was it this one? Yeah. Like a pro. Instance the HUD scene in main, like you did the player scene, and place it at the bottom of the tree. The full tree should look like this, so make sure you don't miss anything. Player, mob timer, score timer, start position. Looks good. Now we need to connect the HUD functionality to our main script. This requires a few additions to the main scene. In the Node tab, connect the HUD's start game signal to the new game function. That makes sense. Do I have a way of doing that automatically? New game, don't make the function, connect. I think that works. Now, new game update the stores display and show the get ready. Okay. In game over, we need to call the corresponding HUD function. Dude, why does it keep complaining about my indentation? I don't understand this. Ah, this is so frustrating. I don't understand why it does this. Okay, I need to copy paste indentation around. Why? HUD show game over when I'm in the game over function. Where is that? Okay. Finally, add this to on score timer. Of course, this is complaining. Seriously, dude? Are you kidding me? This is in the on score timer timeout. You're not going to complain about indentation now. Okay. Now you're ready to play. Seriously? Is it all have we connected all the dots? I really feel like it's not going to work for some reason. But let's try clicking play the project button. You'll be asked to select a main scene. Yeah, I already did that. Okay. I can see the player, so I don't think that's expected. But let's try. Start. Oh! Oh! Really? Really? Is it? Oh! It's working! Dude! I'm so amazed. Okay, I know why I can see the player at the beginning. That's my bad. And I think I can fix that. It's because, yeah, I added this. Dude, I am amazed at my game development skills. This is going on Steam today. Oh, dodge those creeps, man. Look at those enemies just flying in. Fuck. But they're not animated. So I think something might be wrong there, actually. They should be like... They should be moving around and flapping and stuff. But never mind. It's working. This is really cool. Okay. So, finishing up, we have now completed all the functionality for our game. Below are some remaining steps to add a bit more juice to improve the game experience. Feel free to expand the gameplay with your own ideas. Background. Default grey background is not very appealing, so let's change its color. One way to do this is to use a colorrect node. Make it the first node under main, so it will be drawn behind the other nodes. And colorrect has only one property, so let's... Yeah, this is really cool. Really, really cool. Choose a color you like and drag the size of the colorrect so that it covers the screen. Yeah, okay. Let's do like a green. I like green. If you haven't understood from all my artwork for my channel. Dude, I am seriously. I can't get over how easy this all was. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Then, of course, it tells you, make sure you do it. Twat. Boom. Play. Oh, this is so cool! I can't believe it. This only took me like, what, an hour and a half altogether? It's annoying me that the dudes aren't swimming. I feel like they should be like moving and flapping. They have an animation set badly somewhere, so I'm going to figure this out soon. But by the way, like, I mean, 0 deaths, like a pro here. Check this out. Ooh, ooh, fuck. Getting cocky, getting cocky. It's like, it's already fun to play. Okay. So I'm going to read through this. I'm not sure how much, okay, there's not much left actually. Make it the first node under main, so that will be drawn, blah, blah, blah. Sound effects. So I don't even know if this computer is hooked up to... I'm not sure whether you can hear this sound or not. Well, we'll find out in a second. Add the two... In your game assets, you have 2 sound files for background music and game over for when the player loses. Add the 2 audio stream player nodes as children of main. Audio stream player. Okay. This one is going to be music. And then another one, which will be death sound. Death sound. Yes. Click on the stream property. Load. Assets. Art. Game over. Interesting. Can you... Am I not streaming anymore? Has something happened? I see an error occurred. So I just played the sound and I raised my head and I see that an error occurred on the stream. So let me know if you can still hear me and if you could also hear the sound or not in the chat. I'm not sure whether it's YouTube that's gone a bit crazy, It looks like I'm still streaming, but I'm not 100% sure. And it also takes there's a 2 minute lag or something, so I'm going to have to fill in this time by pretending to actually do something while I wait to understand whether I'm talking by myself or not. Yeah. I really need a shave, by the way. I need to cut my hair. I need a wig. This lighting, really. Yeah, check that out. I'm aging, for God's sake. And this light that's really shining, it's because of the light. I'm not really going bold. It's the light. But yeah, I feel like people aren't writing in the chat more than 30-second lag. Yeah, we are here. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. I wonder whether you can hear the noise that's being played when I do this noise that does da 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 da. Can you hear that? I don't know. If you can't, I'm sorry. So we're gonna set the music as well. Blah blah blah. Load. Assets. Art. House on a forest. Loop. This is actually a loop. Can I hear this? Check that out, dude. I want to make a techno version of this. Okay, so how does this work? Play the music, add music play in the new game function. Is it that easy? And music stop in the game over function. Where the hell is that? Oh, God's sake. Music stop. And then death sound play and the game over. Where is game over? Oh yeah. This indentation thing, I don't understand why it complains so much about this. Let's see. Check it out with the music, man. Oh, that's so harsh. I love it. This is so... I'm amazed by how easy it is to put all these pieces together. This is super cool. So keyboard shortcut. Since the game is played with keyboard controls, it would be convenient if we could also start the game by pressing a key on the keyboard. One way to do this is using the shortcut property of the button node. So in the HUD scene, select the start button. I'm gonna have this song in my head for like 2 weeks now. How... If I want to edit this, is there a quick way for me to jump into it? Of course, if I select the scene, maybe that would be better. Node, what was it? Shortcut property in the inspector. Aha. Select new shortcut and click on the shortcut. Yes. New input action. The new input event. Find the action property. Type the name UI select. Oh, this is the default input event associated with the spacebar. Now when the start button is pressed, you can either click it or press the spacebar to start the game. Cool, let's try. Are you ready for the bass drop? I wanna do so many things now. Okay. So I guess we're at the end of the thing. Yes. But at the very beginning, I think there's an animation of what the end result should look like. Here it is. And you can see that these little bastards, look at them, look at them. Oh, how does it why does it have that fancy trail? I want that fancy trail. Look, check that out. How's it doing that? Okay, I didn't even notice that. But what I'm really annoyed by is the fact that now my enemies aren't swimming. So, I've been streaming for about 40 minutes now, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I need a quick vape. But I'm not sure whether to go through the tutorial and figure out what I missed or try and debug it. I'm going to try and debug it myself. I'm going to try and figure out what I did wrong without reading the tutorial. I'm really setting myself up for failure. But I guess this could be beneficial to some people to see what my bad process is so that you can avoid it. So we have an animated sprite here. Oh, is it just because I didn't do loop? No. Swim, walk. So I'm pretty sure it picks one of these randomly. Wait a second, let me see something. So when I move around, okay, my little player dude does the walking thing, right? So let me see. Let's see what I'm doing on my player first, so I can actually see the difference. There should be like animate or something. Animated sprite.play. Is it because I don't have .play on the animated sprite? Animated sprite.animation. Okay, I'm just gonna try doing play. Play. Fuck this indentation, man. I don't understand why it does this to me. Oh, look at him swim. This is sweet. But it feels like I only get 2 types of enemies, but I've actually defined 3. So that's odd. Jemo! Hey, Jacopo. By the way, is the audio really, really loud? Is it covering my voice when the game is playing? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I guess the music is probably better than hearing my stupid voice talking over it. But there are 2 things that I'm not understanding now. So the swimming thing has been, like the movement thing has been solved. But if I go to play, no, mob, where is it? Mob. So I've seen this one. I've seen this one. Oh, they're just very similar, I guess. Maybe they're just very similar. So let's see, that's type 1. That's, oh yeah, okay. Okay, I see all 3 of them. So now, I guess... Oh, that's so harsh. Now I guess what I'm missing is this fancy little trail. How are they getting this? Okay, trail. Let me see the... I'm gonna go check the actual code for this stuff. Kids can code. Blah, blah, blah. Where am I going to find this? 2D. Dodge the creeps. Okay. So, how do I see the scripts? I've never tried navigating this stuff without... Okay. Where's my player? Screen size, speed, extent. Actually, let me check what the enemy does so I can see whether I had changed my mob. See, there's no play here. How is it? How is the animated sprite actually playing? Is it because I'm missing something else? Is there something defined here? Animation, walk, playing. Playing equals true. So is it like, maybe this is bad and there's a better way of doing this. Playing on. There you go. That's what I was missing. Yeah, man. That's what I was missing. Okay. Okay. So that's that. What else do I want to see? The player thing. Nope. Player.gd. This I'm pretty sure is the same. This is also the same. Is it because... right, false, up, false. So I remember I'd added this, but I doubt that has anything to do with it. Start. Do I not have the start function? Yeah, I do. It's over here. There's a baby from next door that is basically dying right now. Sounds like he's about to bring hell into his house. I think they did something fancy in the preview, but without actually showing how to do it in the tutorial, which sucks because that looks really good. You see, if you're just joining and you don't know what I'm talking about, you see this little trail on the player? It's like yeah, it's a trail, I guess is the right word for it. Path, but it's not path. Okay, I guess I'll have to do without it. I can't get over this music, man. Okay, so now that we have the basics, so let me do something. Start. I'm gonna save everything. How do I do? There's like a save all scenes. Save everything. Okay. So now I'm gonna push the code to the GitHubs, and so that if you want, you can check it out too and follow along. But now that we have the basis of a game, I guess we could start adding features to it. We could like try and come up with ideas of what this game could actually do. I'm not sure. What do you think in the chat? What could we add to this game without making it like super complicated, because I don't know how to do much with this game engine yet. Actually, let me check out the tutorial. So if I go to the next page of the tutorial, what does it say? Next. Exporting. Now that you have a working game, you probably want to share your success with others. Okay. So let me push the code first. So get dodge. What do I have here? Godot. Dodge the creeps. Let me git add everything. Git commit. Finished tutorial. Okay. And now I can git push. Okay, push that. I did save everything, right? I hope so. Git status. I should be clean. No. Dude, seriously? If I say save all, don't you save everything? Is there a better way to save all that I'm missing? Save all scenes. Feels like, okay. I hope that... What about if I try closing it? Quit. It would have prompted me to save stuff that wasn't... Okay. Git add, git commit, adding missed scene. I should be, please don't copy the way I'm writing git commits, because this isn't how you're supposed to do it. But it doesn't matter. Git commit, and I'm add missing scene that for some reason wasn't saved when I hit save all. Boom. With push. Saving that. Someone just came in the door, so if you hear people talking to cats, don't worry about it. This is another problem I've been having. For some reason, it won't normally quit, and I need to force quit it every time, but yeah, not sure what's going on. So ignore that. Open. Okay, so aha, that could be an interesting idea. It's an idea I also had and forgot immediately. So excellent idea. We could try changing the mob speed after a while. Yes, let's see if I can actually do this. I think I might know how to do that. That might be... Okay, so let's check this out. Our mob is here, right? It has a min speed and a max speed. Okay. So right now, the min speed and max speed... Okay. I'm trying to think how best to do this. So this is the mob that defines, this is my min speed, this is my max speed. And then when I create a new mob in the, where's that? Main.gd. I add a new mob. So on mob timer. Oh, an easy way to do that is that I could just add the score. So if I add the score to the actual speed, what's this 0 doing here? Oh, vector 2. So if I do rand.range, blah, 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 plus score, that would be one way of making sure but I think it would be really cool if you could actually see the difference, like doom, something like you could see the shift and it's like, okay, now the enemy's just got faster, right? Like every 10 seconds or something like that. So maybe, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create, this is me totally winging it. I don't know whether this is the right way. If you have an idea of how to do this better, let me know. But I think I have an idea of how I could do this. So, timer, right? This is going to be the level timer. So when this timer ticks, it means that the level goes up, okay? In the same way that we have a mob timer, and this goes, okay. I'm going to have this, and this, let's say it ticks every 5 seconds. Okay. Now, when the start timer starts, I start this, I'm going to start this level timer too. And when am I going to stop that? In the game over thing. Yes. Level timer dot stop. So that makes sense. Now, I'm gonna have level timer node connect the timeout, create. Okay, so when I start a new game, the level is gonna be 0. Actually, it's gonna be 1. So we start on level 1 every time. Oh, for God's sake, this. Every time the level timer ticks, we're gonna do level plus equals 1. So every 5 seconds, the level will start. You would need a coefficient like, yeah, something like that, yes. But I'm not going to use score. I'm going to use level. I guess, yeah, there's big lag, and so I saw this when we were still talking about score. But yes, I am going to use a coefficient. Coefficient, I think is how you say that word. I'm not sure. Level is not defined in the upper scope. That is true. My cat is going crazy right now. Okay, and then, yes, coefficient, and I'm gonna call that my level speed offset. And let's say that every time we go to a new level, all the enemies get 100 more, 100 faster, right? So here, instead of just assigning that, I'm gonna say my var mob speed is gonna be this guy, mob speed, right? And then, is it still complaining about indentation? Then we're going to say mob speed is, we're going to add to mob speed level -1, because I don't want to add it on level 1, times the level speed offset. Does this make sense? I think it makes sense. So mob speed plus equals, let's complain about indentation, of course. And I'm going to do another thing, which is I'm going to decrease the min speed and the max speed so that they start off a bit slower than they currently do. Oh, dude, if this works, I'm going to feel like such a professional. So let's see how this goes. Okay, they're starting off slow. So when I get to 5, they should start. Yeah, they're faster. They're faster. I guess this makes things a bit weird because now they're spawning, like they're so slow at the beginning. Okay, wait. Let's go back to, you know what? I'm just going to avoid min speed and max speed. Like by setting them the same way, they're always going to be 150. Let's try this out. And then they're going to be 250, then they're going to be 350. Okay. Fuck. Okay, come on. We can do this. I don't know why I closed the game. I could just restart it. It looks like they're faster, right? Yes! Yes! They are getting faster. It's working. It's working. So this kind of works. This could be a way of doing that. I guess it would be really, really cool if we could make the music faster as well. Okay, now I think this is going to be really hard, but you know what? I'm going to do what I should do all the time. I'm going to save all scenes, and I'm going to just commit this because this is like a thing on its own. Get status, get diff, level speed offset. Yep. I'm not sure what changed there. It's pretty cool to see how it connects all the dots this way. Yeah, if they're so slow at the beginning, it will be overcrowded. Yeah, that kind of happened. That's why I clamped the min speed and said, okay, it's just going to start off at 150. And it looks like it's kind of okay. But then again, I don't expect this to it's just a proof of concept, right? I'm just trying to figure out if I can actually do this kind of stuff. But yeah, they could be overcrowded at the beginning. I think the right way of doing it would be to make sure that the mob timer... I don't think the mob timer should have a regular tick. Like, it shouldn't happen regularly, but that should also increase with time. So at the beginning, you get some enemy every now and again, and then after 5 levels or something, they start coming in. That could be something that I could try doing as well. But yeah, right now, I want to try and... I don't know whether you can actually modulate the speed of the music or something. Pitch scale. So rather than making it faster, I could... Okay, let me see. What did I just do? I clicked the wrong button. Okay, I'm creating a script for this just because I want to somehow see the documentation. I know how to do it this way. Pitch scale, playing, autoplay, stream, pause, seek, stop. I don't think I can actually set the speed of this. But, okay, let's try with the pitch. So, fuck the script. Main. Every time the level increases, it's gonna be... Okay, so music dot pitch equals 1. And then I'm gonna say music dot pitch equals level. I don't know, man. Let's see how it goes. No idea what's gonna come out of this. Oh god. Oh shit. Invalid set index pitch on base with value of type int. God damn it. That's what happens when you just try random shit. Okay. Pitch, maybe it's not pitch, but it's like pitch scale. Pitch scale, boom. Pitch scale. By the way, there's some really bad coding practices in this script. I understand the tutorial purposes, but there's a lot of like copy pasting code and stuff. So ideally this should be just update pitch, and update pitch should update on the level, and so that I can call it here, but it doesn't matter. Let's just get things working. Okay. Okay, so it needs like an off. So first things first, I'm gonna make the thing increase a bit slower because it's a bit too much, and then I'm gonna say pitch speed offset. That's way too high, so let's do like 0.2, right? Yeah. Equals yeah, so music pitch scale plus equals the offset thing, pitch speed offset. Hey Eduardo, grande Gargano. That's a bit of Italian coming out there, sorry for that, but I hadn't seen Gargano in a while. Nice man, how you doing? We follow from Bologna with JS with a lot of fun. Nice, happy to know that, man. And we're not doing JavaScript right now. This is like, what's it? I don't even know what this is called. GD script or something. But yeah, I'm glad you're following, man. Happy to know that I got some followers still in Bologna. Yeah, just doing some game dev right now. So yeah, trying to see if we can make this thing work. Let's see. Fuck, I'm so shit at my own game. I need to stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Yeah, you hear that pitch change? I think this is pretty cool. It is a bit too overcrowded, right? The players are a bit too slow and there's too many at the beginning. I'm just going to make things easier for myself. So change the mob timer. I'm going to change it to 1. We are waiting for you in a talk in Bologna JS community. Invite me over, man. What do you want me to talk about? I don't know what to talk about. I was talking about fucking testing. People are getting bored of me hearing about end-to-end tests. But yeah, I'd love to come over. As long as you make me find like a nice big plate of tagliatelle, I'll come over for free. But yeah, I'd be happy to come, man. Start. Let's see how it goes now that we have less mobs at the beginning. Yeah, so there's 1 popping up each second now. The pitch shift is way too much still. But the effect is there. We love to test everything. Don't lie. You don't have to make me happy just by saying that. I don't believe you. Everyone says they love to test everything and then no one writes tests. How does this thing work? How does that happen? But yeah, I'm just joking. Yeah, I could come over, man. Let's talk after this live stream. My cat is happy about it as well. I think the pitch offset is still too high. So let's try a really low number and see how it goes. Okay. So now it's kind of like gradually gets harder, and I think I like it a bit more, right? Fuck. Okay. That's enough ideas for now. If you have ideas on how I could add stuff to this game, I think that would be an interesting way to move forward, rather than me, creating stuff from scratch. For future videos, future live streams, I think it could be a cool idea to actually add new features to this and see where we can go for this. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch back to the tutorial and see how I can actually export the game. Because I'm curious. So on a phone or tablet. Oh, wow, okay. So let's see, in Dodge the Creeps we used keyboard controls to move the player's character. This is fine if your game is being played on a PC platform, but on a phone or tablet, I didn't even think this could work on a phone or tablet, you need to support touchscreen input, because a click event can be treated the same as a touch event, will convert the game to a click and move input style. Aha. By default, Godot emulates mouse input from touch input. That means if anything is coded to happen on a mouse event, touch will trigger it as well. If you wish to disable that for whatever reason or emulate touch from mouse input, okay. Before we change the input method in the project settings, go to display, then click window. Okay, so before I do all of this, let me just commit my changes to the level stuff. So let's save all of this, save all scenes. Let's commit this. Git commit -a -m. Again, don't copy my commit style because this is really bad. I'm just rushing it because it's a live stream. Who cares about how I write commit messages? Add level mechanism. Yeah, that's good enough. Git push. If you want to check it out, check it out. Okay, so project settings, project settings, display. Where is display? Window? No. Stretch options. Stretch options. Set mode to 2D and aspect to keep. This ensures that the game scales consistently on different sized screens. Already thinking forward, thinking of releasing this on Android, on all platforms. Yeah, sure. Next, we need to modify the player GD script to change the input method. We'll remove the key inputs and make the player move towards a target that's set by the touch or click event. Oh, this could really make it harder. Here's the full script for the player with comments noting what we've changed. Okay, so close this. Let's go to player. We're going to add this. Don't need the comment. Initial target is the position, so target equals pos. Change the target whenever that touch event happens. Oh, this indentation thing is killing me. If event is input target equals event position, and then in process we're going to remove all of this. Velocity. Okay. But wait, something's not clear. Oh, velocity is initialized. Up here. That's new. Vector 2. Process. So we got rid of all the stuff. This is also got rid of. Velocity equals velocity. No. I made a mistake. I need to put this in. Oh, okay. So this is where it's initialized. Fine. If position.distance to target. Yeah, I'm going to change this because it already annoys me and it makes it a lot harder for me to understand it. So it's just going to be this. Okay. It's probably complaining about indentation. We don't need to clamp the player's position because you can't click outside the screen. That makes sense. Is this unexpected intent for real? This indentation thing is really annoying. I don't understand why it does it. Why does it? Oh god. This is so annoying. Oh god. I don't understand this. But anyway. Got all that. So now, let me try this again. I think we need to connect something. It didn't give us an example of how to do that though. Interesting. So maybe, let's see. Player. Node. Is it like input or something? Main. Maybe I needed to check the thing at the beginning. So project settings. Input or something. Where is it? general input devices pointing. Emulate mouse from touch is on. Touch input, that means if anything is code to happen. Why isn't this working? Is there a way of logging stuff? Log. Hello. It's the first time I'm trying to debug this stuff. So, log. What does log want? Print. Okay. Of course. Input. And then we're gonna have like a print start just to make sure that the print thing is actually working. Oh, the indentation, man. The indentation, man. It's making me so annoyed. I don't understand this, but okay. Let's see how it goes. Input. There's a lot of input. So I think okay, I'm gonna say print event pressed input I don't know. Let's just see if it gets the press event or not. Oh, invalid get index pressed. Okay. Stop. And is I feel like maybe I've understood. Maybe it has to be the other way around. Emulate touch from mouse. Close. Let me try. You shut up. There you go. I'm actually going to argue that it would be a lot easier if I don't have to press it. So I'm just going to do this. I'm not sure what would happen on mobile, but yeah, there's no way of saying mouse move. That sucks. I guess it would be too easy. But yeah, alright, fine. I'll keep it as is with event pressed. What next? Export templates, and now you need to these templates are to my version of the engine without the editor precompiled for each platform. You can also download them in Godot by clicking on editor, manage, export templates, current version. Okay, download. Sure. In the window that appears, you can download. If you upgrade Godot, you must download. Okay, export presets. Next, you can configure the export settings by clicking on Project Export. Okay, so it shows how to export this stuff for all the platforms. I'm just gonna try and export it for Mac because I'm on a Mac right now. Right. PC, Linux, Mac, it's the same across the three. And okay, let's try it out. Let's see if it's finished loading. It's going to take ages to download this. Okay, I'm going to give for granted that the exporting process is fairly straightforward and not too complicated to do, so that you won't really benefit much from seeing me do it for you. So I guess this live stream ends here. Let me just check where we're at. I'll commit afterwards. But yeah, so what did we see? We finished the game. We added a couple of features. If you see this and you have ideas for things to add to this game, please let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed, also let me know. Like I said at the beginning, any comment that you leave on these videos, just to let me know that things are useful, that you find this fun to watch. If you have ideas for future videos, it really makes my day to see that someone stopped by and dedicated a couple of minutes to leave a comment down below. So again, if you enjoy this, leave a like, subscribe, share with your grandma, share with all the world, and yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for the support. I'll see you next time. Cheers.